Hi everybody, this is Crystal Guardian here to do another tarot reading for the collective. I'm going to use my own deck today, one of my handwritten decks. We're going to call on our guides, guardian, spirit, ancestors. Please give us your divine guidance and wisdom in this reading today. Any negative energies being sent our way, please return them back to the sender. We ask this in the name of the Most High. Thank you. Okay, so let's see what we have so far. They wanted to break you, Earth Angel. So you are an Earth Angel, but they wanted to break you, whoever this was, because you bruised their ego. Whoever they are, they're two-faced. I feel like the reason that they wanted to break you and you bruise their ego is because they're a two-faced individual. You're honest. You follow your divine wisdom. Because you follow your intuition and your divine wisdom, they couldn't control you. That was their whole thing from the outset, was that they wanted to control you. Now, you could be pouring love into yourself already, but if you're not, this is spirit telling you you need to pour love into yourself. You need to focus on yourself. I'm just gonna grab a couple more. So whoever they are, they're going through a spiritual ass whooping here for trying to break you, wanting to control you. And then they are empty inside. So this is the reason that they wanted to break you. This is the reason that you bruised their ego, because the way you follow your intuition, your divine wisdom, the way you love yourself, the light that they see coming out of you because you're an Earth Angel, your light is basically irritating their demons. And because of that, that's why they wanted to break you. They wanted to control you. They couldn't stand that you're an individual who follows your own inner guidance. You're not going to be led around like the masses. You're going to do what you know is right, not what somebody tells you to do. So they couldn't have this control over you that they wanted. And because they couldn't control you, that is what bruised their ego. And that is why they wanted to break you down, because they are empty inside. But now they're receiving a spiritual ass whooping for trying to do this to you. So let me just grab some tarot cards and we'll clarify these. Okay, so why is they wanted to break you out here? We have the Nine of Cups, because you're fulfilled on your own. They see you as wish fulfillment. They see you independent and happy, marching to the beat of your own drum, and it drives them crazy. They could have seen you in this Emperor energy here, where you're a natural born leader. We have the King of Wands here also. Both of these are somebody who, they march to the beat of their own drum, but they're also stable. They're a natural born leader. People look up to an Emperor and a King of Wands. People are willing to listen, willing to follow. And whoever this was that wanted to break you, they couldn't stand seeing you in your power. They couldn't stand seeing you happy, having your wishes fulfilled. That is why they wanted to create these tower moments in your life. And then with the Eight of Cups here, you could have walked away from this situation, or they could have walked away from you. Now, if they walked away from you, they wanted to break you by walking away, basically. They wanted to make you feel worthless. They did not want you to be in your own power. But you are an earth angel. You're someone chosen by God. And coming up against an earth angel, trying to break or destroy an earth angel, you're never going to win. You're never going to prosper. Because this is one of God's chosen. And you can't be an evil energy and come up against an earth angel and think that you're going to win and come out ahead. So right now you're in this Nine of Pentacles energy, or you're moving towards this energy. You're standing on your own. You're independent. You're following your intuition. Things are beginning to manifest for you. You have your own stable foundation here. This could have been after going through whatever this was here, these towers, having to walk away from something you cared about. You had to go into hermit. If you look at this dog, he's really sad and he's thinking about happy moments in his life. So I feel like you had to kind of go into hermit, shift your perspective, possibly meditate to gain access to your higher self. With the Fool being here in the reverse, I feel like you might have been afraid to take a leap of faith. But I feel like your energy is changing. Now you're willing to go into this new beginning. You might have held back from this. And then with the Seven of Pentacles in the reverse, I feel like whoever this person was that tried to break you, I do feel like they had you trapped in your head where you didn't see the value in yourself, that you were not focused on your own self-improvement, your own worth, investing in yourself while you were with this person. You could have been afraid to take these leaps of faith because this person had beat down your confidence. But I feel like once you separated, once you walked away and went in and did this self-healing work, you were able to kind of come out of this and go into this Nine of Pentacles energy. If you are an earth angel, you're always an earth angel, but you're not always awakened to the fact that you're an earth angel. Usually you do have to go through some kind of tower moment that's going to cause you to go through a dark night of the soul in order for you to awaken. So while they were trying to break you, they were actually awakening you. Why does you bruise their ego out here? Yeah, you bruise their ego because you're able to manifest things. You might, like I said, before you were awakened, you might be going through this awakening right now, but you might have not realized your own power here with the Magician. They could have seen this in you. They could have seen this abundance in you here with the Ten of Cups. They could have seen your heart, the actual fact that you are a powerful manifester, even when you couldn't see it in yourself. And the fact that you are able to easily manifest, that your energy brings in abundance. Their energy couldn't bring in abundance. That is why you bruise their ego. And if you have an abundant energy, especially if you're an earth angel, you, like I said, your light is irritating their demons. It's bruising their ego. You might not have seen your own power, but whoever this was, they could see the power in you. They could see the abundance in you, the wish fulfillment here with the Ten of Cups. That you're capable of manifesting beautiful things. And you might have not even recognized this in yourself, but whoever this was, they could recognize it in your energy, and they were using it to feed off of you. There was no balance here in this situation with this person, with the Temperance being in reverse. I'm getting that it was some kind of romantic relationship here with the Ace of Cups that had you feeling like this. But I feel like once you walked away, this Temperance, you were in an unbalanced energy while dealing with them. I feel like once you gain your balance, you're going to see all of these things coming in for you. An actual valuable relationship that will have equal give and take, and this is something you're manifesting in, and this is what's going to lead to your happily ever after, your 10 of Cups. Right now, you might still be in this imbalanced energy. This is how this person wanted to keep you, because they're unbalanced. They wanted you in this unbalanced energy. But I feel like once you start pouring into your own cup, once you awaken, this is when all of your blessings are going to come in. Spirit is just waiting for you, if you're not doing it already, to pour love into yourself. Like I said, with the Temperance here, pour into your own cup. Love yourself. Because by you pouring into your own cup, loving yourself, putting yourself on a pedestal, never put anybody outside of you on a pedestal, because that gives them power over you. You make someone else your God when you put them on a pedestal. And that goes for things too. Once you place a person or a thing on a pedestal above you, you give them all the power. You give that thing all the power. You're stripping away your own power and putting it in something outside of yourself. And you never want to do that, because you are the operant power. You are the one who holds the cards to your own life. So you have to go in, put yourself on a pedestal. Never put anyone else above you. Pour love into yourself, because by pouring love into yourself, that is how you're going to be able to manifest these beautiful beginnings and these blessings. So why is Two-Faced here? And I feel like this person is two-faced because they could have talked behind your back, but with the wanting to control you right after that, this could be somebody who was really just trying to keep you down, but had you second guessing yourself. In other words, you would come to them with some plan that you had or some idea, and they would basically shit all over it, tell you everything that was wrong with your plan, tell you why it wouldn't work, make you doubt yourself, make you question yourself, stop you from moving forward. Like, in other words, say you went to this person and said, oh, I'm going to apply for this job. They would be like, oh, well, that's great, but do you really think you can handle it? Do you think you're smart enough to do that job? Do you think you'd be able to do that for a living? Oh, that's going to be long hours. Like, basically just try to shit all over every idea you had. Or if you told them you want to go back to school, they'd be like, oh, well, that's going to be a lot of work. I don't think you're going to be able to handle it. Like, try to make it look like they had your best interest at heart, but really they were just trying to stop you from moving forward, because they were feeling small. They wanted to keep you small. So with the Two-Faced here, we have Two of Swords coming out. We have the Knight of Cups in the reverse. We have the Five of Cups, and we have the Three of Wands. So this person, whoever they are, like I said, this is exactly what I felt like. They were trying to create blockages for you with the Three of Wands here in the reverse. Three of Wands is about your ships coming in. This person wanted to create obstacles in your life, wanted you second guessing yourself, wanted to keep you in this Five of Cups energy, in this state of regret and depression. With the Knight of Cups in the reverse, I'm going to say this is somebody who is very egotistical, very emotionally manipulative, immature, likes to play a lot of mind games. And with the Two of Swords here, you could have blocked communication with this person. You could have wised up after you walked away. Now you might have them in a stalemate. But this is also, like I said, them trying to keep you blind. If you look at the dog, he's blindfolded, trying to keep you blind to your own potential, your own possibilities and options. Because like I said, they were trying to make it seem like they had your best interest at heart, but they were really just trying to keep you small, lower your self-esteem, make you second guess yourself, because they felt like if you came into your full power, they would have no control over you, and that was what they wanted the entire time. So let's get some cards out on wanting to control you. Okay. So we have the Ace of Swords coming out, Ace of Pentacles, the Four of Pentacles, and the Judgment card. So you do have new beginnings coming out. You do. With the Ace of Swords, this is about you gaining a new perspective, seeing the truth in matters. So I feel like now, since you put these people in a stalemate or you've walked away from this situation, you're now beginning to see the truth of what this person was really about, what they were really out to do, that they really just did want to control you. With the Ace of Pentacles, you do have new opportunities coming in. These could be financial opportunities. It could be any kind of opportunity, but it's an opportunity that's going to lead to your stability down the line. With the Four of Pentacles, whoever this was, like I said, they wanted to control you. Four of Pentacles is about hanging on to something. So this person was trying to hang on to your energy. They could have been manifesting off of your energy. Like I said, they wanted to keep you small and powerless, but at the same time, they could have been draining you of your energy so that they could manifest for themselves off of it. Because that's what energy vampires do. They create an emotional response from you so that they can feed off of it, and then they use that energy for themselves. But in the meantime, it's sucking the life out of you. So now whoever this person is, they're under judgment, and we do have spiritual ass whooping here. So at this point, karma is hitting them for their controlling ways, their backstabbing ways, their two-faced ways, because they wanted to break you, keep you down. You are now following your divine wisdom. If you aren't following your divine wisdom, this is Spirit's way of telling you to follow your divine wisdom. Listen to your intuition. If your gut is telling you to move one way or another, please listen to it. Take it into consideration. Don't ignore your inner feelings, because this person had you doubting yourself. You might not have confidence to follow your gut instinct, but you need to learn to start to follow your intuition, because 9 times out of 10, your intuition will never lead you wrong. Now, with divine wisdom here, we have the Six of Wands coming out sideways. So I feel like if you're not following your intuition, meditate, listen to your higher self. There's a lot of meditations on YouTube that are great to just kind of get into your like, get out of your everyday racing thoughts and go in deep within. And this will help give you your divine guidance and wisdom. And I feel like by following your divine wisdom, this is what's going to lead you towards the Six of Wands. Now, you're not here yet, that's why it's crossing. But I feel like you following your intuition is what is going to lead to this public victory and success with the Six of Wands here. Because I feel like whoever this person was that wanted to control you, they fed you a lot of illusions, a lot of bullshit. They were very sneaky and deceptive, because all of these cards here, the Moon is all about illusions. The same thing with the Seven of Cups. It's about illusions of choice. This could have been somebody, and then with the Seven of Swords, this is somebody who is not to be trusted. This is somebody who is sneaky, a liar, a backstabber. So this person who was in this Seven of Swords energy, I feel like they fed you a lot of illusions to keep you trapped up in your head. With the Seven of Cups here, I feel like they could have given you the illusion of choice. And by that, I mean, they made you feel like you had options, but you really didn't. It's called, oh, I'm trying to think of the word for it. It's basically like where you're put in a no-win situation. And a lot of times narcissists will do this. I think it's a double bind. Don't quote me on that. But I think that's what they call it. It's like where they give you a choice, but both choices are going to lead to a bad outcome. So it's like you're damned if you do and you're damned if you don't. And I feel like that's what this person did to you a lot, to have you trapped in your head. Like, oh, well, you could do this, but then it's going to lead to something bad happening. Or you could have a choice to do this, but then they're going to take it out on you later on for making that decision. So they almost back you into a corner. And I feel like that's what this person did a lot. Like, just put you in no-win situations. And we have here, they are empty inside. So we have the Page of Swords, the Ten of Wands, and the Page of Cups. So with the Page of Cups here, I do feel like you are on a healing journey. You're starting to become more in touch with your emotions, your intuition. And I feel like whoever this person was that's empty inside, they wanted you to be as empty inside as they are. They wanted you carrying a lot of burdens here with the Ten of Wands. And I feel like they would put you in these burdens. They would put you in an unbalanced, negative headspace. And then they would sit back and watch with the Page of Wands here. Like, they got a thrill. Like I said, if this is, I'm getting like energy vampire off this reading. They're empty inside. They feed off of your emotions. So I feel like they would do things to get a rise out of you or cause burdens for you. And then kind of just sit back and watch as the drama unfolds with the Page of Swords. And like feed off of your struggles, basically. It would give them a thrill to see you burdened and struggling. Pour love into self. Let's see. Yeah, so here, with the pour love into self, I feel like with the Eight of Pentacles, you're going in now, you're doing the work. Like I said, you're healing yourself. You're learning to love yourself. You're putting in the effort on yourself now. Making yourself a priority. Putting yourself on a pedestal. Investing in your own life. Investing in your own self. Raising your self-worth. You're working towards this now, or this is what you're working on. Loving you. And if you're not, this is what you need to be working on. Loving yourself. And then with the Queen of Wands here, I feel like by you pouring love into yourself, working on yourself, that is going to have you in this Queen of Wands energy. Now, you could be a man or a woman, but the Queen of Wands is all about somebody who is confident, secure in themselves. This is a powerful manifester. So you pouring in love to yourself, gaining your own confidence, giving yourself love, seeing your own self-worth. This is where you're going to come into your own power here. Well, this person who put you through this is getting a spiritual ass whooping. So let's just get some cards on spiritual ass whooping. Okay, so this could have been somebody you were in a romantic relationship with here because of the Two of Cups. So I feel like now they're looking at you as a missed opportunity because you got on this chariot and got away from this person. There was no stable foundation here with the Four of Wands in the reverse. Like I said, this person wanted to keep you off balance. They did not want you to stand in your own power. They wanted you questioning yourself, questioning your sanity, questioning your reality, making you afraid to take a step without getting their advice first. Like just basically doubting yourself. This is what they wanted for you. They wanted you to run to them to get all the answers. They wanted to keep you off kilter so that you would question yourself and not have the confidence to move forward in your own life without relying on them for advice. But I feel like you got out of that situation here with the Chariot. I do feel like with the Two of Cups, this was someone you were in a relationship with. They're now getting a spiritual ass whooping because now you standing in your own power, they see what they missed out on. And I feel like you walking away is what's kicking off karma for them. We have the Five of Wands come out. So now they're struggling, they're fighting, they're in competition. They're looking at you as this missed opportunity. And wherever they are, they're fighting with other people. Now, they could have walked away from you or gotten into another relationship with somebody else. But wherever they are, they're now battling. They could be fighting family members, friends, like I said, third parties. There's a lot of strife where they are now, and now they're looking back at you, and they're looking at the relationship that you had with them, and they're seeing that they made a mistake because the cups that they went towards were all empty, and the cup that represents you is over here floating on a cloud, given as a gift by the divine, with a juicy hot dog in it. So now they're seeing, like, they put you through all of this. They were competing with you. They were jealous of you. They wanted to control you. They were afraid of your light, afraid of your positive energy. Now they're over here with people who are exactly like them, duking it out. This is part of their karma, is to sit back and watch you ascend while they're fighting and struggling with everybody around them who are as karmic as they are. So that's the reading. If it resonated with you, drop a like, comment, or subscribe, and we'll catch you in the next one. Have a great day. Bye.